What's good, guys? It's TSG. Today's video is a clip from our previous podcast with Santiago. So let's not waste any time and let's head straight into it.
It's actually pretty interesting because I was watching, I don't know if you guys saw this or seen it, but I was watching a clip of Joe Rogan talking to Zuckerberg. And it was actually interesting, just the way that Zuckerberg was speaking now, like the words he was using about ownership and governance. And it's like, yo, a lot of these words are words that we kind of see that are really big and like the buzzwords of Web3. And even we can start to see it now that they're starting to think and use this stuff in and kind of, how do you like condition Web2 users to hearing these words. And I think that's very fascinating, especially for a company like Meta, because again, that's where most people spend their time. So if they can condition the mass markets to being okay with these things, I think that's going to help with onboarding in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like a lot of people have been very skeptical of Facebook, and rightfully so. Like I get it, but they're evangelizing the metaverse. At least, okay, their own version, but at least look, they have north of 2 billion users that they can introduce their version of crypto. Fine, it's not that perfect utopian version of crypto that we all love and pure version of it, but nonetheless, like think about the flow, right? All of a sudden, 3 billion people or 2.5 billion people get exposed to digital assets, and then they're like, okay, what else can I do? Oh, wait a minute. There's this other world that exists. And I mean, what percentage of those billions of people do you think convert to pure Web3 as we like it? It's not zero. It's not 100%, but it's sure hell more people that are in this world today.
Yes.
And that's positive. That's a win. And so we shouldn't, I mean, look, if they want to, like with Libra, a lot of people are like, oh my God, they're going to launch a stablecoin. It's not really a stablecoin. I'm like, guys, why don't you see the bright side of it, which is like they're evangelizing and credentializing the category?
Yes.
Open source always wins.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time. And time again, people have like tried to launch their own closed versions of stuff. But you can't stop open source innovation and the compounding effects of that and the value that gets created in an open source world.
Yeah.
If people want to pretend that they're open source, fine. Ultimately, people realize that it's not, and then they migrate to open source land. And then they build much more cooler products and versions of closed source products and services and networks. And ultimately, like that's the bright side of all this, is if Facebook wants to evangelize their own, I'm not worried about the scenario where like a lot of people like are duped into thinking that that's like truly Web3. I think, but it is incumbent. Yeah, it's surely a risk. But we can't control what Facebook does. There's going to be other companies that are going to try to do that.
Yeah.
But again, what we can do and focus as a community and as builders is build a goddamn product that is a parity or superior to Web2. And you can do that. Think about DeFi. You can do that. You can create services that are faster, better, and cheaper. Anyone can be a capital, like a market maker by providing liquidity on Uniswap. Anyone can like issue and get a loan without like all these like, friction points on Aave and Compound. Like technology wins if it's only faster, better, and cheaper. If we're not fulfilling those three categories, or in large part 2 out of the 3, then go home. Like honestly, just go home and stop building.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Humans are very practical beings. Our attention span is only going lower and lower. And to assume that people are just going to use your thing because you believe in this technology, but they don't see the ultimate benefit, go home, pack up your shit and go.
Foolish. Yeah, 100%.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I think, again, this is why I very much will reiterate the strategy, the tone, and the mindset, the laser focus of Kieran on creating a killer product is the right strategy. And I think other founders would be wise to kind of embrace that mentality. And it just, let's be honest, like it's okay. Like we've been in this like infrastructure deployment phase for crypto for the last 10 years. It's fine. Like there's still a lot of innovation on that front. We're seeing some really interesting developments on the L2 front that credibly you can see a path towards like supporting a lot of users. And I think this next cycle will be, can we actually, and this is an open question, can we actually build products and services that are not only at parity, but fully superior to Web2 products? And the consumer sees that. Because as a builder, you always are enamored with the things of yours. It's like, why wouldn't anyone want to use DeFi over their banks? Like whoever uses it. But we should be more realistic and be more practical in that assessment of is this product really good? And there's a lot of friction still and things that will be solved, but like it's still difficult for people to use crypto, and that's fine. Look, in many ways, there's still a lot of hacks happening. There's a lot of security risks.
Yes.
But I think the more we can abstract away those complexities, make it easier for people, they will come, because NFTs are just telling you that the NFTs have like captivated the imagination of a large number of people that otherwise wouldn't have been interested in just Ethereum or DeFi. But NFTs, I've said it, and I'll say it again, NFTs and gaming are making crypto very relatable. Now it's incumbent on us to build really cool products and make it easy and safe and a friendly experience for them to join and stick around.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the clip, you can watch the full episode with the link down below in the description. If you like this type of content, as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.